Imagine a country you live in with great medical care. You got cheap medical care, you got a lot of hospitals within driving distance, so you never really have to worry about finding the attention that you need, or at least the way it used to be. Nowadays, there's 80 hospitals that are shutting down in California due to illegal immigrants. They're not able to pay their bills, but by law, hospitals have to treat them if it's a dire emergency or if they're in any type of laboring. But right now, the reason that we have that problem is because according to the 14th Amendment, any person that is born on U.S. soil is considered to be a U.S. citizen. With that, there is a clause, and that falls under if you're like foreign diplomacy or if you're a child to a minister, a foreign minister out of another country, they hold on to their their original roots. But for illegal immigrants, such as people from Mexico, it doesn't fall that way. They haven't amended it that much. So today I'm going to go over you with my views about illegal immigrants and their benefits and with healthcare. So let's get into it. Starting off, the first point I'm going to go over with you is going to be anchor babies. What is an anchor baby? An anchor baby is a child that is born on U.S. soil, which actually gives the family American citizenship. So people either jump the border, get here whenever they actually have their child. The baby acts like an anchor, like a boat. They drop it, and they all get to stay. Right now, 300,000 anchor babies are born each year in America alone. They said it's growing about 5% according to USA Today. And right here's a picture of a child that was born here. That's Flora. Originally, their family came over here. There was the two parents and the three kids, which were 19 years old, 17 years old, and 12 years old before that baby was born. After Flora was born, she gave her family the right to stay in the U.S., which also, she was actually born early, which racked up over $300,000 in medical bills, which were never paid back because they didn't have any health care. And since it's a dire emergency, the hospital had to treat them. Afterwards, her older sister, which was 17, married an illegal alien. They had a child, and they had their own anchor baby. Similar problems. So with that, let's move into the next point. We'll go over the healthcare and the welfare part of things. How many people are uninsured? Right now in America, there are over 40 million people that are legal citizens here that are uninsured. Some of the reasons why they are is because they can't afford it. They can't afford privatized. Their job doesn't offer it as a medical benefit, or they make too much. Last time I checked, the census report said that people making over a married couple each making over $9 an hour qualify too much for free health care. So right now you have the benefits for the illegal immigrants. Right here is a guy that he goes into a free clinic. All he has to do is be able to produce $5 for his visit to go to an emergency room. The average cost of an emergency room visit is between $600 and $700, which is getting picked up by the U.S. citizens with their tax money. So right now there's a lot of people out there that have their own kids and their own problems that they can't afford the medical care that they need. But even though they're paying taxes, they're picking up the tab for somebody that actually shouldn't be on our soil anyways. So now we're going to go ahead and move into some of the solutions that we can go to. Right now we need to work on tightening up the border. Right now they have the rules about actually people jumping the border. It goes down to where it's not really a 3-strike rule, but it's a 5-strike rule. If you get into our country and you get caught, the only deportation that they do to you is driving you right back over the border. If you do that 5 times, you'll actually go in front of a judge where they'll actually do a formal one. And if you do it a 6th time within 6 years, you'll see 5 months in prison, which isn't really that big of, it's not really that long of a time for how many times you've actually gone to the country illegally, for how much stuff you soaked up while you were here. Some of the restrictions on the amendment clause. I believe that if you are actually being born on the soil from illegal people, you should be considered to be illegal yourself. You shouldn't be able to be the anchor to pull people in and whatnot. So with that being said, I think we need to crack down more. The government right now is trying to press on, in California, where all the hospitals were shut down, the governor is actually trying to push for universal health care to give all illegal immigrants free health care so that at least the hospitals will be able to make it. But I feel that why should we give free stuff to people that are already not supposed to be here? As long as you're giving free stuff out, you're going to be giving people just that much more edge to make it here. So with that, is there any questions? Yes, sir.
So you said that if you have an anchor baby here, that the family can stay. Is it the mother, the father, or is it like the grandparents?
Just the nuclear family, where it's just the parents and the siblings of the household that they're in. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Is there you said that they can't get arrested within the 6 month, or they can get arrested after 6 times for after doing that for after 6 months or whatever. How many times can they actually jump the border? Yeah, I never know how many times.
5 times they can jump the border, and then they will actually be going in front of a court where they'll get a formal, where a judge will actually send them back with a harsher punishment. But if they do it 6 times within the 6 years, then they'll serve 5 months in prison.
Within 6 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why was this presentation named Illegal Immigrant Benefits?
Illegal immigrants and their benefits.
Yeah, it kind of went more towards the just illegal immigrants part. We didn't really get to the benefits too much.
Well, one of the reasons is healthcare right now is one of the biggest benefits for legal citizens as it is. So I really struck down on that one alone because there's so many people, like I said, 40 million people in this country that can't afford their own medical benefit. And with any job, medical, that's one of the greatest benefits you can get. And with that, I thought that would be a strong point to hit on, with the fact that you have people that are just jumping a border and making it into our land. They're getting it handed to them.
And what is this our land you speak of?
The United States of America. Anything else?